First, rents. I think today, if you talk also about turnover rent, how are we capture the online sales and how do we capture the footfall sales? So this is getting for me particular a hot issue we should address in the future, because things are not that well anymore because it's no balance. Even these big corporations who can really play with the administrative systems if it's a shop X, Y, Z. And I think turnover rents with the online system is not anymore of this age, I think. So that's maybe trend number one. Second trend, if you thought that things were going well, they will not go well next 10 years or next 5 years. So you should never sleep. And I see that also in my own country, the Netherlands, discount companies really get big market share. And not because they are cheap, the product is also very good. So the stupid thing is, in the past we paid a premium for all the brand names. And today, companies who have no brand names are selling and increasing their market shares. So that trend, I think, will continue because the whole way of branding is different and it's not anymore as it was. So if you really as a company want to promote your own brand, I think you have to get more your own stores and not anymore through a franchise or these kind of things. So that will change the environment totally. Another trend is that I also still believe in the physical shopping. You cannot deny that cross-selling or multi-channel selling is very important nowadays. If you're an online retailer, you should go physical. If you're a physical retailer, you should be on the online business too. And look at some companies like Media Saturn, who missed that first part of the online stuff. They lost a lot of turnover in that part. So there are good examples where things go very wrong. And yeah, last but not least, the big discussion we see of big inner cities and big shopping malls. Today, the ones who run those big shopping malls are the winners, at least if I look at their stock market value. But I think the opportunities in the inner cities, because there's still enormous growth. Emotionally, I get more happy in an old city than in an old shopping mall. And on the other hand, you have more entertainment possibilities, open air. So I think the future will be the competition between those two, inner city and big malls.
Okay, great. Thanks, Jaap. Tom, you wanted to pick up on that.
Yes, just to follow up on what we're seeing in Central Eastern Europe, especially in Poland, is for various legacy reasons, it was very difficult to develop shopping centers next to transit hubs. So in the last 3-5 years in Poland, especially with on the back of the Euro 2012 football championships that Poland was hosting with Ukraine, a lot of the railway-related lands have been freed up for development. So that kind of mitigates the concerns that Jaap was talking about, because we were one of the beneficiaries, did a big shopping center with the Polish Railways, built a new train station where there were 15 million people using the train station already. So putting a shopping center in the middle of a city, capturing that traffic that's there already, seems to be something that I don't want to say no-brainer, but something that these gentlemen, especially working in Western Europe, have been experiencing over the last 15-20 years. That is just coming online in Central Eastern Europe, which kind of mitigates the risks of online retailing, because you have all this footfall there already that you can capture if you do it well.
Thanks. Did you want to pick that up, Chris?
Just really that online point, and how it's such a scary word still when we're at a retail conference where we primarily, our life revolves around the physical environment. And I completely agree with Jaap. We're still seeing, for most retailers, their biggest budgets are put towards their physical store environments, not towards their online platforms. But also, don't forget that the online platform is complementary. People are returning goods to stores still because it's more convenient and more cost effective than putting them in the post. Then there's a complementary element where you're picking up goods, when returning goods. There is a role for that store. And I think retail, physical retail, can start fighting back and remembering that retail is driven by experience. It is a leisure activity in a number of countries. And, you know, you walk into something like the Lego store, a store that perhaps 10 years ago wouldn't have existed, would have just been in a toy shop towards the back with a concession. You walk into that shop today and there are children putting the models together. It's a leisure activity in itself. And you look in the parents' eyes as they're looking up at these 50, 60, 70 euro boxes, thinking, I know I've got to buy one just to get out of here. But, you know, make it fun. Make people, whether it's going to be augmented reality next, you know, standing there and visualizing yourself in an outfit or putting a green band on your arm and looking at a watch. Retail can fight back with technology as much as online can threaten it. And I think the big threat that online posted has almost passed, where retailers only competed on price alone, whether it's media, whether it was branded electronics. That effect has taken place, and I think we should start to become more comfortable with that environment.